trying to stay about the light, about the spotlight, club, and all that kind of stuff, man. Trying to hide, trying to, but it's all fake. Understand what I'm saying? This life, this game. There ain't no love in it. It don't love you back.
I feel you, A. I do, man. But see, man, a nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, like Bird, Magic, or something. Yeah, a nigga got dope. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man?
I don't gotta be here.
It's that nigga right there.
Bro, what are you doing?
I turned it off.
Bro, that shit was loud as fuck.
Hey, scratch it. This is the beauty in editing, and you can leave it in here if you want. Cause we raw. But you want to run it back, or we gonna keep trucking?
Oh no, we just gonna keep trucking. We gonna keep trucking through it. I'll just edit that part out. Just cut it. Pop, boom, no problem.
All right, then introduce us, nigga. Let's go.
All right, perfect. We got Lamborghini Stubbs, aka the freshest light skinned nigga alive, aka I love his beard, aka this nigga kind of funny sometimes, but sometimes he corny too.
Most times very corny. Don't get it fucked up. I know.
Then we got in the right hand corner, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Daquan, aka Session.
That just won about a month and a half ago. They're looking better than they did when they just won what they won. But we'll see how it goes in a real season that doesn't get interrupted by a pandemic. And
True.
Sorts like that. But I mean, people be thinking I'm just, hating just to be hating everything. Objectively speaking, the Lakers are looking good right now. I mean, who was it? Trez, Schroeder.
They got Trez and Schroeder. Yep.
I just call him Blind Patch Dude or whatever, but we've been watching him for years now. But they did lose Dwight Howard, but I don't think that's as big of, like, the way they played, that's not as big of a loss anyways, because what did show with the Lakers and what I see them trying to continue to do is that they have a lot of versatility depending on the game and how the game is played, or what opponent they're playing, excuse me.
I agree.
And I didn't think that Dwight Howard hurt him as much because you just got Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell can actually handle the ball. We saw what he was doing to that boy in Denver. What was that? Plumlee? He was giving him the business. Plumlee, yeah. One-on-one. He was like, hey, come in here with this cross to the basket. He can't do nothing with me, son. So I think they stepped up with Montrez when he got. I know the Clippers are shocked. Like the Clippers players, they was like, whoa, what just happened here?
Which I don't get, because with all that alleged dissension that's been going on in that locker room, and he was kind of one of the main ones that had the issues.
He was. He definitely was talking out loud,
especially about PG, and rightfully so, because I'm gonna be on PG's head for the rest of his life until he do right, and it's been like that since he did that. He pulled that bullshit against Cleveland in the playoffs 3 years ago. I digress.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they were surprised, but that was a real good look by the Lakers for the Lakers. They I guess we still gonna be smoking that Clippers pack maybe, but now who did they just pick? Who did they just pick up?
They also picked up Wesley Matthews, which is identical stats to Danny Green. Identical stats to Danny Green last year. With they saved $9 million on their cap space just by signing him and dropping Danny Green.
Well, we'll see how he fits into
he's a better defender than Danny Green to me.
I think so too. He's a 3-and-D. He's a good 3-and-D. Hopefully, he doesn't get injured. Have a hip injury. Randomly in the playoffs and just can't shoot at all. We've seen that happen to Danny Green. But if Wesley Matthews can just maintain the same stats that he had last year, then that's a overall improvement for him right there, just by saving $9 million off of cap space. And they signed KCP again. I don't really like that signing. They paid him way too much.
3 years, $40 million. What?
They paid him too much, but
nah. I don't think people really that. I'm glad you said that, because what I wanted to get to was Hayward, and people. I see some people from the city.
Oh my!
That were mad about.
I'm mad about it.
Mad about. And I don't really understand why. I think it's a good move.
You think it's a good move for Hayward or for Jordan?
Both mutually beneficial.
When we talking about for the Hornets, we got to talk about for the Hornets.
I don't think it's a good move for the Hornets.
If he can play like he was playing in the Jazz, if he playing like Jazz Jordan Hayward, then we're good. Then I'm not mad. I will eat my words wholeheartedly. But if he's playing anything like he played last year, with 12 points, 14 points a game, barely grabbing any rebounds, like, what are you doing as a forward? What are you doing?
But that's my point, is that I think people lean into that stat sheet way too much, because that stat sheet doesn't necessarily dictate the flow of the game. A lot of people like to talk about, that'd be my issue as far as an extension of the conversation we had last week. A lot of people like to lean in on stat sheets when it comes to your boy. And I'm like, are y'all watching when he's getting these points, when he's racking up these points? If you're getting up 12 garbage time points, that's not really an indicator of your impact on the game. So I want to see what Hayward, how that translates down for Hayward too, because where the tie-in is that he was in Boston, fucked off his whole, what was it? It was his ankle, his leg, or whatever.
Oh, that's when he broke his leg. Yeah, that's when he broke his leg.
And he's kind of been, so that took the whole season. He's kind of been rehabbing. He's had some time to play, but Boston wasn't Utah. There's a lot of people up there in Boston that ball got to go around. There's a lot of alpha personalities between Smart, Brown, Tatum. Was it Horford there at one point?
Yeah, Horford.
Yeah.
So I want to see.
He went to the Hornets though. He finna play Devontae Graham.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Terry Rozier is still there right now, but we know that he's not gonna get that much playing time. We just know.
Yeah, we know.
But
shout out to
Killer, though. I just feel like he plays that same position towards them. Like, he like a small. Is he a small forward or a shooting guard? Like,
that's the thing. I think he's listed as a small forward, and when he was in Boston, he had to play behind. If you wanted to move to the shooting guard, he was playing behind Brown. If you want to move to a small forward, he had to play behind Tatum. And I think that's what happened to him. He broke his leg. It was supposed to be him and Kyrie dominating. He broke his leg, so then it was just Kyrie. And then Tatum started to show, oh, he about to be a monster. Then Brown started to show, oh, he real good too. So I think that's what happened to him in Boston. It was just like a wrong time type thing happened, because as soon as he got injured, they two young stars really bestowed, oh yeah, we can carry this team.
And more than anything, the indictment to be had against the Hornets, in my opinion, is how they did Kemba.
They did Kemba wrong. I agree.
They didn't because Kemba didn't really want to leave. I get it, but you didn't. He also wasn't really set up with a team to win, and Kemba was putting that shit on his back and held it down. He wasn't trying to leave. They didn't want to give him the bag, and then you turn around and you give Hayward the bag. That I would hold that against them more than anything.
That's tough.
Though Kemba, but though I see you over there looking like because Kemba kind of like shit the bed.
Yeah, he was bullshitting
this year.
He was bullshitting. Kemba could have came way harder than that this year in the playoffs. Like,
I agree.
But that Boston dynamic, man, that's a weird dynamic up there, because they have a lot of like players on the cusp.
Yes, agreed. They don't have like this is the guy we give it to in crunch time. They don't have that one player like, we are going to feed him the ball when we need a bucket. And I
think both of them going to be all-stars this year. Tatum and Brown, they both going to be all-stars this year. I'm banking.
They should be. They should.
I can see it. I can definitely see that happening. But still, like, we need this bucket. Who do you give it to?
Either one of them.
Whoever's open.
I'm giving it to either one of them. I don't even care if they open. Look, Jason Tatum don't need to be open. We just saw his Paul George, get off me, step back, pull up. And we just saw Jason Tatum, I'm finna dunk on you, LeBron. Like, hey, look, I'm cool with either one. And then Marcus Smart showed in the playoffs that, hey, look, I could be a second option if one of these boys went down. Like, I think Boston just has they got a good future. They just got to keep them all together and they got to grow. I'm glad they let Gordon Hayward go. Kemba gonna have to get it together though. If Kemba get it together, they might be all right if he stay there though. But that's a different thing.
We'll see.
I think Kemba got a 4-year contract when he went to the Celtics, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Also, what's the most craziest thing to me I think about this free agency is how Oklahoma City has 17 first-round picks.
They came
17 first-round picks all the way through 2026.
They come up.
How did you let this happen, NBA? 17?
What do you mean? They got rid of Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
They got Chris Paul, and Chris Paul elevated their team so much that they went into the playoffs and almost beat the Rockets. So you gotta get trades for that. Then we know Steven Adams. Steven Adams is a good all-around player. So they get picked for him. I mean, and then you got what's that other boy name? They had Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they traded him to the Lakers.
So you gotta give. Hey, look, you gotta give up some stuff for Dennis too. They had a good court. I wish they would have stayed together for real to see what they were gonna do this year.
But it wouldn't have happened. We know it sounds hot, but we know that ain't how it's gonna leave. But I feel you on that because they should. Yeah. I wouldn't have broke it up right then and there. Especially after a 1-year run that again got interrupted.
Improbable. That was crazy.
True. But yeah, they have 3 picks in 2024, 3 first-round picks, and 3 first-round picks in 2026. It's like
a blocker, Serge Ibaka, or Ibaka.
Where'd he go?
No, he's at the Raptors. No, he ain't went there yet.
No.
Last night.
You said what? Last night he went to the Clippers.
Oh, okay. I think he just. I mean, Ibaka's still making. He's still doing stuff for the team. Million, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
2 year, $19 million, and he kind of had a bounce back season. So
we'll
see.
He did.
And you know, people not gonna speak to it or whatever, but you know. The Raptors was kind of nice last year.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, and they signed Van Fleet to a massive deal.
485. 4 for 85.
Yeah.
But that's what I was saying about Hayward is that the
Hayward
NBA
got more. That's what's crazy.
But no, what I'm saying is the NBA is rolling though, so it's not even a surprise that people like your randoms are getting these $100 million deals because they got the cash flow to do it.
Facts.
They say a lot of these teams ain't turning a profit, but I think the NBA as a whole is turning a profit. I don't know the business behind how these teams be saving each other or whatever, but they got the money to throw around to these people, and I'm all for the players getting that bread. Period.
Oh yeah, like your boy De'Aaron Fox, he got really paid $163 million for 5. Jesus.
That's crazy.
He got paid. Mitchell just signed an extension for 5 years, max deal.
195, I think. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he signed it for 195.
Mitchell who?
What do you mean? Donovan Mitchell.
Big Spider.
Yeah, he just signed his extension, 5 years, $195 million.
He said he ain't giving up that Mormon pussy.
That man ain't been in the league for a minute. He said he ain't giving up that Mormon pussy.
No,
I'm dead.
Sir.
Hey man, I mean they got a good.
What's up?
They got a good team around them. They can do some stuff. I think they need like a piece here, a piece there, and they can really be a better contender because saw that Nugget series was heated.
That was life. That was real life.
That was a heated series. I love that. I love that series.
That's just hard-working competition right there. I love that.
True.
Them niggas was down 3-1. and came back to back series.
Twice.
Golly.
That's just tough. Let's talk about this draft, bro. I was really disappointed in the draft. I was really disappointed.
Oh, I was disappointed that the dog, I'm talking about the motherfucking Big East Player of the Year, didn't even get drafted.
Didn't get drafted. Like how? There's no way there's 60 players in the draft that's better than that man. I'm gonna be high with you. I don't even know if Cole Anthony is better than him, bro.
So
Cole Anthony better than Miles Powell?
So when it gets to these drafts and whatever, it's not just about the talent on the floor. They also get into this thing about how marketable you be, how do you handle media? That just you're selling, you're low key selling the brand. So I'm wondering if there was a shortcoming in that aspect of it.
But to keep him from being drafted at all, that's I don't know. I think the Knicks got a huge steal with that because they signed him the next. They looked on the board and was like, "Oh, nobody took him."
Yeah, they signed him for next to nothing.
At like 3 to 6, I think it was like 6 a.m. on the East Coast. They had him signed because they was like, "Yeah, we doing this."
And then look at the Knicks actually making real moves, quality moves.
Yeah, they
Obi.
Yeah. What you say, Session?
They got Obi Toppin.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, didn't they get him at number 7 or something like that?
Oh, I didn't even see past the first 5. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once I saw my Hornets drafted a great player, I was very excited, and I was like, you know what? I don't need to see it no more. Once Melo went to 3, and I saw we drafted him, I was like, we got to get him a cookout tray. Since this man don't know what a cookout tray is, they ordering individual things at cookout.
Yeah, they got Toppin at number 8.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
And that's what they were saying. They was like, Miles Powell and Toppin. Hey, look, I don't know how Toppin dropped to 8 for real.
I mean,
well, that's all right. We got to see about everybody that just got drafted, anyways, because a lot of them, being that we missed the opportunity to have the March Madness tournament.
Yeah, we missed March Madness, and we missing the Summer League.
Right, but I want to see how it's specifically with March Madness pressure situations. Who steps up and when the lights get bright, and who can handle the hostile environment? Because to me, there's nothing more hostile than a damn college game, period.
And I think that's one thing that Miles Powell was doing well. In the Big East, all of those games are fierce. All them games are fierce, and it's been like that forever. So with the way he was handling that, he was dropping buckets, getting buckets when needed in crunch time. I'm talking about multiple game winners. I'm talking about multiple daggers. I think Miles Powell is a dog, and the Knicks got a good steal with him. And I think if there's one player out the draft who's going unsigned, well, he got signed, but going undrafted, that's really going to make a splash. I think it's going to be him. He got signed to a 2-way contract. But I think they're going to have to end up quickly making that a normal contract as soon as they really see him playing in the league.
Time will tell. We'll see.
True. Time will tell.
We'll see. And speaking of time, or time wasted, time whatever. Damn, like, rest in peace to Klay Thompson. Like,
oh my God,
yeah.
bro.
That's hard. That was tough. I was looking forward to that competition to see what was going to go on in the West with the Warriors and how they was going to bounce back.
If they were going to bounce back.
On his recovery road.
Correct. If they were going to bounce back.
That run, that Warriors run is a thing of the past now. It came, we enjoyed, whether we were cheering or booing. It's over now. I don't foresee them getting past that. I damn sure, because they going. This is going to be the time that they really shit on Steph Curry now. Like Curry about to have a hard season when it comes to spectators.
I agree.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard when you have to do it by yourself. That bullshit.
I mean, we've seen a multitude of players doing it by themselves. A multitude. I don't know if it's I can't say because AI doing it by himself. You can barely name a player on that team.
I named like 4 last week.
That's because you old. That's the only reason you can do that.
Oh,
for real. Why you out here acting like everybody know, bro? You old. You was there.
He was in the stands.
He just there scratching your beard like, oh my god.
I was scratching my beard at 12.
Doing like this.
At 12, nigga, I was scratching my beard. That's what I was doing.
Doing like this. I like this player. This AI kid.
You full of shit, boy. You full of shit. I hate you. And speaking of which, speaking of like being old or whatever, I was listening to Bomani's podcast as I normally do, and he kind of loosely made reference to now where this crop of players, if you think about it, they all been like the ones who are deemed the superstars, Curry, Westbrook, a lot of them are like, yeah, they're at the 10 year, and I never thought about it like that. Where it's like, yo, we about to start seeing in like the next 5 years, they're about to start retirement, or at least based history shows or whatever that the average career, because LeBron is like right now defying all the odds when it comes to like LeBron should have retired 2 years ago.
True.
And if he was a normal person, clearly he's not in that regards. So, but yeah, he did a great job at making the nigga feel old as dirt, and y'all just came through here and validated all that bullshit. So, thank you guys. Thank you.
You know what I mean? That's what we here for.
I see that. I'm glad that my knee pain doesn't go for
keep you sharp in your old ways.
My man said my knee pain. My knee pain doesn't. I mean, it's true though, because we're seeing, because like you said, in 3 years, Devin Booker is going to be the best shooting guard in the league. Like there's going to be no hands down. Nobody's saying like Devin Booker's not the best shooting guard in the league.
How many seasons he's been in now? Has it been like 4, 3 or 4?
No,
it's 5.
Oh, wait. No, I think it's 5. I think this is going to be his 5th season because he came in
5th season.
He came in at 18.
Yeah, this is Book's 5th season because he had the real rough years, the first 2 years where he had no type of help, and
70 points in a loss, my nigga. Come on,
right? My man dropped 70 in a loss with, and it wasn't even like a close loss. It was almost a blowout loss when he dropped 70.
No, this year gonna be his 6th year.
It's his 6th year coming up. Whose car is that? Jesus!
That boy 6'5".
Some nigga out there with a V8 engine of sorts, probably not even a V8. Niggas be out here with the bullshit. And that whole time I got a V8. My shit don't sound as obnoxious as that.
Because you need to put a muffler on there. You need to put an exhaust, catback exhaust on there. And you be like, ugh. It'll sound real good when it start up cold in the morning.
Niggas know I play low key.
That's true. That's true. I agree.
If you're gonna hear anything, you're gonna hear me bumping some Jodeci pulling up before you hear my obnoxious ass muffler.
My man said bumping some Jodeci.
Said Jodeci. All right,
he be showing his own age. That's what it is.
No. Don't even play me like that. You know the line. The kitty. You know the line. Real niggas play who?
Jodeci.
Real niggas play Jodeci, not the Beatles.
Not the Beatles. Not the Beatles. Oh man, he hit me with the Dom Kennedy, bro. Oh, speaking of Dom, I know for a motherfucking fact you have heard that rap and roll. But even that, we can go down a little bit, a little tier. This man dropped Bootleg Cable, and when I tell you, it's honestly,
boy,
and it's top 2. It's top 2 to me. I can't lie to you. It's 2 though. Yes, it's top 2 of his songs. I can't lie to you. It's top 2 for me.
It's so many classic Dom tracks that I can't say that's it's the 2. I need 2 more years. I need 2 more years before I really solidify. But I'm not mad at your take because I can see it already. It's already a top 10 as much as I played that specific song. But what sets it off more than anything is that video. The video,
definitely.
The video's crack.
His videos have great visuals. Like his videos are amazing.
Yeah, no, he has great visuals. Yeah. But you saying top 2? You know, my favorite Dom song is "That's So Elastic," the intro from the Yellow album.
I mean, the Yellow album is hands down his best work.
It's magnum opus. Yeah,
it's his best work. For me, number 1 song is Gold Alpinas. That's my number 1 Dom song.
Bro, I don't even know, bro. I got so many.
That's my number 1 Dom. When you just play that, yeah.
But you know what it is? For me, it's the way Ross came on that track.
You not lying, bro.
I played it for a couple of my niggas back then when it dropped, and they hadn't heard it, so I didn't tell them. They didn't see the track list, so I just played it. And if you just like the reaction where it's like when that grunt comes on, he gives you that it is like, oh, we locked in because he about to, Ross is my nigga. Ross is in my top 10 all time rappers for me personally.
Okay, and I can't be mad at that. I think a lot of people hate on Ross because that whole him and 50 beef, 50 pulling out the whatever. It happened. He was a probation officer. We know rappers don't really live this life.
Since we here, that's a great statement you made right there because we can really dig into the bullshit because this goes to the verses. But to your point, I don't care about a rapper's authenticity because it's come to find out that all these niggas is lying or at minimum exaggerating the truth, stretching the truth. Like,
absolutely.
So I don't understand what it is. But with that being said, some of the most perceived authentic shit that I've ever seen was that nigga talking that big shit, big guap, talking that shit in Magic City on Thursday. That nigga, let me go on ahead before anybody get it fucked up. My nigga Gucci won that shit.
Oh, Gucci won that. Gucci won that.
Gucci definitely won.
And they tried, and I was at a little kickback yesterday, and niggas was talking that whole Jeezy one shit. If it was a disrespectful versus, then no, that shit was deeper. As one said, it was deeper than rap.
It was deeper than rap.
He got up there. He talked that big shit to that nigga and played it cool. A lot of people are like mad that or trying to say that Jeezy took the higher road in the maturity. I'm like, you don't get to really have the choice, and that's really the biggest issue is that a lot of people will do something to violate, disrespect you, and everything like that, and they tell you how you should react, and that ain't fair, especially given the magnitude of what it was. I don't know necessarily what it is to have a bounty put on your head and then niggas try to cash in on it. I would imagine that I'd be pissed at that for life. So the fact
for life.
He the fact that he got on the stage with that man is unbelievable.
Yes, because I saw it, and it wasn't even that he got on the stage. I'm like, okay, so it's cool. They worked it out, whatever. And then he was talking all that shit beforehand, and then got up there, send some, and then taunted that nigga. Send some more. I'm gonna send them right back to you in a box. In a box, we smoking on that Pookie Low pack.
I mean, and like you were saying, I think 90% of the rappers that we listen to nowadays are not speaking complete facts. It's just the truth of the matter. They are exaggerating something. Something didn't happen the way they said it happened, or it was, or somebody else's life, and it's just something they saw, and it'd be cool to say I rapped and I did it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. to be honest, with this new social media age, you can look up about everything that a motherfucker said they did or they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? If you say today in this world that you didn't do something, if it's out there on the internet somewhere, if somebody know about it, it's gonna come out that you really did it. It's bound to happen.
And a step further, because I'm about to go all the way with the bullshit, is that, so what has it been? It's been 4 rappers that got capped in the past 2 weeks. Von, Mo3,
rest in peace to all of them.
Yeah, Boosie got shot too.
Out there risking an amputation, I think they said.
True. Yep.
And my motherfucking nigga Benny the Butcher, that's my guy right there. The Butcher coming, nigga. But I say that to say all 4 of these niggas got capped, and I ain't heard a lick of nothing about any type of retaliation or all that big shit they be popping off in they raps right there. And if that's to be insensitive, I'm sorry, but a lot of niggas have jumped out there and been like, these people are good people and everything. I'm like, no, y'all spend your time in y'all music, beyond y'all music, amping the set all the time, and then all of a sudden real shit comes right to your doorstep, and then it's like, you should be nice, and like, no
time to go running high.
Whatever happened to you, reap what you sow. Whatever happened to that concept?
It's real.
If I go around, it's as simple. I go back to the most simplest concept: session, time. Yeah. If I come up and I smack the shit out of you, what are you gonna do?
Right.
I should be expected. And so when you start, when you take off on me, I can't sit there and be like, but no, it was just, I smacked you 2 minutes ago. You should have already got it. Like, no, nigga. Whether I sit there and do
that's when it's coming.
Yeah. Whether it's 2 seconds or 2 months, nigga, you full speed ahead if I feel like it. But that's on me to decide how.
Yeah,
and
true.
It's on and it's my fault that I brought that situation to myself.
True.
Nobody should be feeling sorry for me for getting beat up. Now, I'm not about, the murder and shit like that, but that's the shit y'all talking. So exactly. I gotta hold it to what y'all been at. So, these rap niggas ain't real. So like I now I'm at the point where I don't require my rappers to do that shit because y'all don't. Y'all proving that y'all don't. Oh, that's how you feeling?
Oh, my man just pouring up the Hennessy on a Sunday morning. Good God, boy.
No commercial ads. This is what I like to drink. No.
Oh, Mr. 1738 over there.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was the Henny.
Nah. Starts with up on
1738. Hey.
Yeah, rest in peace, Fetty Wap.
That man ain't even dead yet.
His career ended. Happened to him.
That's wild.
That nigga shot his load real quick. Out of there.
We on a discussion about y'all favorite Dom song. Mine probably I got a 3-way tie, bro. Is Lemonade, Still Calling, or Too Bad? Like them just my Don Kennedy songs.
Lemonade. Which one is Lemonade again? Oh, Water Sugar.
Oh, water sugar, lemon squeeze. Water sugar, lemon squeeze.
Yeah,
water
bro.
sugar, lemon squeeze.
That's
man.
That's mine. I got a 3-way tie. And then my boy Ty, he introduced me to that man. So I got so much music at Dom Kennedy shit now.
Yeah, Dom.
I remember you consistently bumping Still Calling, but you like them. You specifically like them R&B rap collaborations like that too.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely do.
And anything with a saxophone in it.
Sax. I'm trying to get me to learn how to play the sax. I told her if she played the sax, I'd marry her. Hey, I'm talking about off rip, I would marry her. Like, she would have had a ring like 3 years ago if she would have did this. But
hey, anything that play the sax session gonna play it. That's 100%.
That's my nigga, right?
We gonna get that though. It's all right. We gonna get that.
That's wild. That's what really Lemonade though. I mean, I like Lemonade. Don't get me wrong. I definitely like Lemonade. But
if you look at my iTunes and if you look on my iPad and you see the top three most played songs, those are my top three most played. Like I got them on every workout video, every run playlist. Like I'm just my songs.
Hey man,
I ain't mad.
I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it at all. Top three Dom Kennedy songs. Like I said, Gold Out Penis. Gold Out Penis. Definitely, like I said, Bootleg Cable. I just think Bootleg Cable just hit on so many topics that are super prevalent in today's world. This man said, and profiling still an issue. My Monte Carlo got clearing tags. So, I mean, that's just to me, that's just a deep ass line. It's real simple, real, it'll go over a lot of people's head, but 100%. When I started driving my BMW, 100% getting way more attention from the police. And my BMW is not flashy whatsoever. It is damn near stop. You know what I'm saying?
I seen it. You not capping.
But just because you know what I'm saying, just because I got my well, I wear my windows down because my tin is illegal. But my windows down, I pull up to the police, they look over, 100% they start trying to look in the car like, come on, bro, like I'm not doing nothing. I work hard for this, you know what I'm saying? And in no way, shape, or form, I'm got a bunch of jewelry on, nothing like that. You were legitimately profiling me because of the color of my skin. Like it's not even that serious, bro. It's just a car. You can get you one too with your police pension. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm 12, man.
You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead, big nigga. Talk your shit, nigga.
Bro, it's not that serious, my brother. You can save you up and you can get you one too. You know what I'm saying? I went on a couple deployments for this right here. You know what I mean? I earned this shit, brother.
if you work hard, if you put your nose to the ground, if you put your rake to the leaves.
You know what I'm saying? If you plow your fields, then blessings will come to you, sir.
Can I get an amen? This is
amen,
Sunday,
brother.
Right?
Amen, brother. Amen. But you know what I'm saying? I just think that song just hit on so many prevalent. I can't even think of. I can definitely think of more right now. Lines from that song, but the third song that I say from Dom Kennedy, my top three. This hard. That's real hard for me, man. It's just like
just pick one for today. This is November 22nd.
Just your favorite for today.
Today, we are more than you can. You are subject to change your mind, and rightfully so.
When I come around,
that's solid.
When I come
that's
around,
solid.
When I come around, my type of party. Hey, listen. I'm
telling you, bro. It's when I come around. Him in that Dodgers jersey, niggas better quiet shit down. Niggas ain't tired.
Pushing. That he had that Fox body.
Yes, he did. On Dayton's.
Fox body on the Dayton's.
And in the video, it broke down. He had to take it to the shop and get it fixed. Yeah. That's real nigga shit.
I just can't remember what street he was off of.
Oh, I couldn't tell you that right now.
But I can't remember what street he was off of. I just know he was in the middle of the damn street with that bitch in neutral by himself, pushing it. I've been there before in the 94 Jetta.
In the 94 Jetta?
94 Jetta. That shit is not fun. Cars are heavy.
They ain't that.
My three, real quick. So I said So Elastic, Grinding, and Never. I don't think Never made it. I think Never was like a Lucy, but if you go on the YouTubes and search just Dom Kennedy Never, I like when Dom talking that shit because I talk a lot of shit and you just it rightfully so.
You listen to Larry June?
Absolutely.
I was thinking as soon as you said like talking that shit, bro, you gotta listen to Larry June. If you talking about a nigga talking that shit, you gotta listen to Larry June.
Hey, numbers.
Yes. Good job, Larry. Good job.
and he's and Larry and Les Ellie Dollar Sign are the two niggas.
Yes.
Or the two and Freddie Gibbs, but I don't put Freddie Gibbs in that category of rap.
Yeah, you can't put him in that category of rap, 100%.
But specifically, Larry June and Les have. Well, Les has been on a run, but I think he's found his stride again. But June, I've been fucking with June for like the past 5 years now, and he's really gotten into his stride the past, so pretty much 2019 and 2020. He's really taken off on niggas. Look, actually, a little bit before that, but that him cultivating his sound and what he's gonna do. If you hear them early June records from like 2011.
Oh, that trap nigga, Larry. That trap, Larry.
No, this is before trap. This is like Larry kind of doing jerk music.
Oh, I ain't heard that. I gotta go back and listen to that. I ain't heard that.
Don't wait. If you like him and you want to keep this image of him, just don't.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Leave it alone.
That's wild.
Don't do it. That nigga. Because his voice wasn't like there. He hadn't had his flow. You could tell he was still. He just wanted to be a rapper. What you would appreciate, I guess, is the progression that you can tell. He really been working on. I'm gonna do this thing.
That's what's up. I might just go listen to a couple of songs. I ain't gonna hold it against him. I started listening to Larry like 2018. Yeah, 100%. My boy Robert Danhauer. I love that man's name. Anyways, Robert Danhauer, he showed me Larry June and Guap Dad 4000 on the same day. And I said, one, he showed me this trash Guap Dad song, so I wrote that man off. Guap Dad's amazing. Guap Daddy 4G, you know what I'm saying? He's amazing. But he showed me a Larry song, and I'm like, yo, this dude Larry kind of nice. How have I never heard about him before? Like, what? He came and gave me like...
Same thing with me.
He gave me like them Spitter vibes. He gave me that Dom Kennedy vibes. And I was like, okay, this dude, I like this. I like this shit right here. And then he dropped Out the Trunk with the Porsche. Is that a Porsche? I think that's a Porsche Panamera with the oranges in the back. And I said, oh, this nigga is nasty. This nigga right here. This is what I needed to hear from this nigga. And ever since then, I've been rocking with him. Hell, I just bought some of his shoes like the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah.
My nigga be flexing on niggas. My nigga be flexing on niggas about a smoothie.
Hey, you feel me?
About a smoothie. My green smoothie hit. I'm about to call me a bitch right now.
Right now.
You said who this is?
This is my motherfucking nigga Larry June, the pimp. Let me think. Anybody else I need to mention right now? Oh, Larry did a song. He did a couple songs with this dude named Primo Rice. Primo Rice is out of DC.
Primo Rice.
What?
Is he from DC?
I don't know if he's from DC, but I know he's in DC right now. Like that's where he is blowing up in DC.
I didn't know that, but he fired. He's fired.
Fucking fired. And the reason, and what's even wilder, because I know y'all got another connection. He was talking about how he used to be out in Hawaii with his fucking. I think he said he had a Cadillac on 22s out in Hawaii rolling around.
I ain't never seen it.
Hey, I mean, he might have been there before you. He might have been there after you. All I'm saying is that's another connection.
I'm like, we didn't cross paths, and I, keep it a buck. It was certain. I was moving in the most low key, high key ways in Hawaii. Like it's like I'd be on the scene, but I wouldn't really be on the scene.
Yeah, true.
When I got there, it looked like he was on the scene. I didn't know, like he wasn't. No, I'm just saying.
Look at you snitching. But okay.
All I got to say is when I got to Hawaii, my man slipped me the cool ID and was like, yeah, come get in the club with us, brother. He was like, yeah, you look enough like him. Don't even worry about it. Just give him his ID back in the morning. I was like, wow, you know what? I wasn't even used to it at the time. Damn, that was first deployment. That's my first deployment when I got in Hawaii because the shaft broke. Damn. that really seemed like that long ago, bro. Like, you know, but my dad get in my
2014.
car. You know, my dad get in my car. He like, damn, this shit like being in a jet. Hey, 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 hey.
Yeah,
This
this
nigga
man.
right here.
Incorporating them things into it.
Nice callback. Nice callback,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? But nah, for real, that's like 2014, Yeah, it's 2014 because
2014 is when I first got there.
That's 2014 because that's when I saw your boat leave and all of that shit. I was there at the pier. I remember that. She got that.
Damn.
I got a question for y'all. So, what do y'all think about the new up and coming rappers? I mean, they're kind of solidified in the game now. I'm talking about Corday and I'm talking about Toby and Guikwe.
Oh, well, Corday. I don't know if you listened to The Lost Boy, but The Lost Boy to me was one of the best albums I've heard in a long time.
I think it was talking about one of the best debut albums I've heard. Like,
oh yeah,
his coming out album. I think that's what it is for me.
I've heard that across the board from most. I haven't heard a bad thing about that album, but I have not. I have a hard time now getting out of my ways of listening to other artists. So many goddamn rappers now. Everybody want to be a rapper.
Everybody want to be a rapper.
So and so you have to sift through a lot of the bullshit to get to the quality or whatever. So a lot of times I just have a hard time following back if it's not like sent directly to me like, hey, go listen to that nigga. That being said, I will go give Corday a legitimate listen and see what the hype is.
Yep, the Lost Boy album.
That Corday is the truth, bro. It's a like it's the back half. The whole album is good. Don't get me wrong, but the back half of the album, it starts off with this song called "Family Values," and then from there, it just oh my god,
it was Family Matters.
Oh yeah, Family Matters. Family Matters. From there, I mean the songs above it are super good. Don't get me wrong, but Family Matters from there down with the song with Meek. Oh my!
Wait till you get the one with Meek, bro. The one with Meek. Oh my god, boy,
bro. That's saying a lot because niggas know I don't like Meek.
I know you don't like Meek, but I'm telling you,
no, I don't like Meek.
I'm telling you, this song right here,
that's crazy.
That shit was crazy, and this album kind of old now to think about it. It's like a year old.
Yeah. 2018, I think.
Yeah, bro. And I listened to it. I listened to it late. I got on that Corday late because he had that YBN in the front of his name. I'm gonna keep it high with you. Yeah. He had that YBN in the front of his name, and I thought he was like the rest of them niggas. I can't even.
You know what's funny? But you know what's funny? For like, especially when I first moved here, for like 2 months or probably 6 weeks, I was fucking with Namir. His shit was. I was in. That's back when I was like in the gym real heavy and everything like that. His shit was like getting me hype going to the gym.
Yeah, going to the gym. I'm not listening to him no other time.
I didn't listen to him any other time. I'm just saying that I gave him a spin. That shit was hard. Even with the pink t-shirts and them pink t-shirts and them damn fake ass guns.
Yeah, them fake ass guns. He had that bouncing off the paint. That shit was hot. That shit blew up. But other than that, man, I can't really tell you there's a song like that I really actually bump by that, man. But you know, Toby is an amazing underground artist. A lot of people ain't gonna get him. I'm happy he got his shine when he got on that 2K soundtrack. Oh my god! Because my mama thinks I'm dope. Oh my god, amazing song. He just dropped a song with Big Crit literally a couple minutes ago, right before this podcast. So I didn't got chance to listen to it yet. But Big Crit being one of my favorite artists of all time, all time great. He's my all time top 5.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Crit that nigga. So that's fair. What it is for Crit is that Crit is a jack of all trades, master of none type dude.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I like about him.
Not the best rapper. He's not the best producer, but he's very good at all that shit.
I agree.
Very good at all that shit. And then he gave me my favorite. He's responsible for my favorite A$AP Ferg verse.
On Lack Lack?
Damn, Lack.
What? That's your favorite A$AP Ferg verse?
That's my favorite A$AP Ferg verse. And it might just because it might just be the beat and the vibe of the song, but that Crit's first verse and then that ASAP Ferg. And you know what it is? Because I relate, or at least try to relate to that specific verse. Because, you know, it's just talking about being at a house party, pulling up on a chick, drinking, 40 ounces or whatever. When I met y'all, I was just getting off 40s.
Damn, for real?
Yeah. I used to be a King Cobra, like, sipper.
Damn. Yeah, it's crazy because I seen it like in your Facebook and shit, but I just thought that was that A&T coming out of you know what I'm saying? But
no, that's what it was. That's what I got on.
Hey,
niggas was broken trying to get paid.
Real quick. I want y'all to hear what AD said. AD said this 6 days ago.
You know, teams when they want to defend that title, not every, you know, it's seldom that the team stays pat all the way down. Your team, you know, made some news today, being Monday, you know, with the Chris Paul. I haven't even got to that yet, AD. I haven't got to that. You get better.
Bro, one, we better not get no copyright strike. Two, what I got to say is we already know that shit is big cap. This man is already in the works to sign the max deal with the Lakers. We already know. What's coming. We know the Lakers playing that luxury tax. Whatever, bro. I don't even unless, and you know what? The only way that I believe that's gonna happen, that he'll leave the Lakers for some whatever reason, you know, then you know Harden's gonna be with Steph Curry in Golden State. You know, if I see that happen, I believe that happened way more than I believe AD leaving the Lakers. If we just being honest here.
What?
I agree, because he ain't got no reason to leave. Why would he leave?
That's his team. Yeah, LeBron is there.
Not even that. They gonna pay you. They gonna pay you good ass money, and y'all in contention to win. That's the NBA player's dream, to get paid and win rings. Either one or the other, and you mean to tell me you get the chance to do both?
Because, you know, Harden turned down a quick $50 million a year because he knew he wasn't winning no ring.
But he already got the money.
True, he already got the money.
He already had the money. He really does. But that 50 mil, that's crazy.
It's because you ain't got it. Shit, I ain't turning down 50 mil.
First of all, if I had it, I'm not turning down 50 mil. Like, I'm not. Like, all right, we can talk about this basketball shit the other day, but records are meant to be broken. Stats are meant to be broken. Like, at the end of the day, the only thing that's gonna uphold everything is this money, like, and my legacy with my own people. Like, not with this NBA team, not this NBA shit. My legacy with my people that I have, and what I can leave them to further the generations and get them ahead. Like,
I think the part that you leaving out though is that Harden, being that I'm speaking from the fact that Harden already has attained generational wealth, where if he does what he's supposed to, if he's not fucking off his money, he's already set his family up. What you're talking about, he set his family up for at least 4 to 5 generations. If nothing catastrophic happens as far as, like, you know, people fucking off the money and everything like that. So when you already reach the point of what you're trying to reach to and whatever it is, your next move is more, it kind of gets into what you want to do, how are you seeing it, and it might not always be about the money. In a personal way that applies to me and everything like that. Last year, I finally started making the money that I wanted to be making, blah, blah, whatever. But the company I was working for was pure shit. And when they turned in that they wanted to pick me up permanently, they offered me $5,000 more than the job that I ended up taking where I'm currently at now. Because after a while, that amount of money, it's a smaller level of what I'm talking about, but that 5,000 over time ain't gonna mean shit to me if my fucking day-to-day life ain't what I want to be doing, especially dealing with them, because them niggas is some liars, and ain't no telling what's going on at that Houston Rockets organization, because they've had some bullshit kick up over the
and they
past
said that his
year.
owner, he said more of his shit with the owner is that he was a heavy Trump supporter. So that was more of why, that was a reason and more of why that he didn't want to go to that team.
Which would be a dumbass reason, in my opinion, but that's a whole other thing.
Man. But getting back to what Stubbs was saying, I agree. I think that mental health is wholeheartedly important, and a lot of people do. And hell, out here in Bahrain, I heard a man say, he asked, "Why you been out here so long?" He said, "Oh, I just enjoy making money more than I enjoy like feeling good, more than I enjoy being happy." And I'm like, bro, I can't. I just could never. He literally said that. He said, "I enjoy making money more than I enjoy being happy." I said, bro, it's never could be like
money
that.
Not make him happy then? Like, I'm confused about what makes him happy. Like, bro, he said
he enjoys making money more than being happy. He away from his family. He away from his dog. He away from his daughter. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be there. He wants to be in their life, but he feels like making money is more important for him right now. I get that. I see where he's coming from, but at a certain point, like, you got to put your mental health, you got to put your happiness in the front of everything. And if that's what Harden felt like he needs to do right now, $50 million is not worth my happiness right now. My happiness is what I want, and my goals in my life right now is I want a ring. You know what I'm saying? If I got to do what I got to do to get a ring, and I don't think y'all gonna help me get there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that step. You got to do what's best for you. And I think that's probably what James is thinking. I got to do what's best for me in this situation. You know, and the money is just not what I want. Right? I got the money. I'm okay. I set up, like he said, I set up my family for 4 generations right now. I'm good. What I want right now is a job I like, playing for an owner I can't believe in the same things he believe in, which probably never happened. We talking about these NBA owners, but
billions of dollars, like,
you know what I'm saying. So
do you have to hang with him? You know, you gonna bring? Do you have to hang?
I don't know. Some of them be like, you gotta hang. Like, nah. Some of them, yeah. Like,
no. The reference is Donald Sterling.
Oh shit.
So, damn. But yeah, I think mental health is 100% important. And
absolutely.
Is that when you that example that you gave? Is that when you realize like this? Like I gotta really take care of my mental health.
Oh no. For me, I don't talk about this much, but 100% it was. I felt like I wanted to kill myself. I was driving in my car, and I felt like if I just ran into this tree, and I got fast enough, and I ran into this tree, I wouldn't feel it. I just die on impact, and my life would be easier. That's what I felt like. And
you know what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. And for me, looking back at it now, I know for a fact it would have not have been easier. It would have hurt a whole bunch of people, and I damn sure didn't want to do that. But to me, once I realized that, and the steps I took after that, I think that's what really made me realize that mental health was important, and that mine was not at the place I wanted it to be at the time. Yeah, for me, that's definitely, and it's sad that it was rock bottom, that it was the worst I ever felt, that it was, it had to get to that for me to even, see that shit clearly. But to me, that's when it happened, wholeheartedly.
I was going to piggyback off of what you were saying, because that's very relatable to me. But I've come to find out, especially like very recently, that's a relatable feeling to like the majority of the people that you run across. It is literally the way you say it. It's not even so much that I hate, certain people, they do get into the self-hatred concept.
Oh yeah.
That's true. That's a whole another thing. But I lean in on, I ain't got to worry about shit tomorrow if I just go ahead and shut it down and end it all right now. The problem with that is, one, I don't do well with pain, and I got the shittiest of luck. So my dumb ass would probably see that whole attempt through, and then I'd really be an angry fucker in this world. Two, it really leans in on what you were saying about everybody else around you, because if you're talking about just the easy way, when you start rationalizing it, it's like, okay, this is the easy way out. I can go there to check out and everything like that. That's pretty selfish of you when
Very
you talk
true.
about other people
100%.
that care about you and everything like that. So at this point, you can't even. I'm at the point, even though I might be like real, sort of like introverted in a way, or just real to self as far as me wanting to be at the crib and just kick it and everything. At the same time, I'm not living for myself.
True.
It's too many people who have my back out here for me to like check it out. And life ain't bad for me. So
yeah, you feel me? Life is not bad for me.
There's always somebody that's worse off. Like,
hey, true.
Exactly. So everybody has their peaks and valleys and stuff like that. And I think what you were just describing was a valley.
Yeah,
but,
that's all it was.
You see this. Everybody, what I would promote is that everybody just find what it is to have some sort of self-value, self-worth, a purpose. Really, if you find a purpose that keeps you going or whatever, and not something to distract you, but a real purpose and everything, that gives you a reason just to wake up the next day to be like, hey, I'm gonna get the shit done. So, and I say that because, again, like, some shit had just taken place very recently with me. So I'm really putting it out there for it to be heard that, like, just whatever it takes to figure it out. You do not have to get down on yourself, do self-destructive behaviors. I'm telling you, everybody, the number one trait you can have, to me, is resilience. Because all that shit's gonna do is callous you up, and you gonna be stronger. And you really gonna be about your shit, on your grind, about your purpose, shitting on whatever the detractors and shit like that. When you get out on the other side of it, you just gotta, you only grow by being uncomfortable or being in uncomfortable situations, because that's how you learn how to move. You don't learn how to move when everything's hunky dory. You learn how to move when the obstacle's in your way. That's why you move in to begin with. And just always put yourself first, and take care of yourself first. And if people around you can't get behind that concept, then fuck them, because they always look out for themselves first.
True statement.
But not to be preached, I had to get that off my chest, because that shit was weighing,
hey, man,
extremely heavy on me.
All I want y'all to know is y'all got to get on y'all marathon. And the most important part about being on your marathon is running till it's over with. You know what I'm saying? You keep running. You keep going. It's going to be hard. It's going to be some days where it's easy. You feel like you walking, but you sprinting. You know what I'm saying? But them days where you really walking and it's hard to put one foot in front of the other, man, that's when you're doing your best work. That's when you being resilient. You know what I'm saying? And you keep running your marathon till it's over with. Whatever it is, I'm talking about if you starting a business from scratch, I'm talking about if you going through boot camp, I'm talking about hell, if you just working a 9 to 5 so you can save up money for studio time, bro. Run your marathon, and don't stop till it's over. Till you get to what you are running towards.
Facts.
Hey, man, I think that's a good place to leave it off.
I agree.
So we'll catch y'all next week, man. Hit us up. Socials. Right now we only got one social. It's SoundCloud. We'll be working on some more coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
But check out the individual pages.
Hey, man. Page. Yeah. I plug all our pages in there, man.
My page ain't gonna do it.
Hey, man. Make sure you be on Daquan's page.
Oh. All right,
hey, man. I love y'all.
Pre-rec?
Oh, it's a pre-rec to life, bitch.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I love y'all. Keep it gangster, brothers.
All right. Whatever, brother.